when you hear these Manosphere Red Pill, especially Red Pill, do you hear self-development talk for them to become better, or self-development talk for them to become better for a woman, or just about women? Everything's leading towards woman. Is it leading towards, because the way you find a good person is this right here. The candles moving and the couples moving, and it's time for you to join the club. That's why when I was dating at that time, my wife, when I was dating her, I had my representative up because that's who I was trying to become. I was trying to become a better person myself. So I may have my representative, but I was trying to match my representative. And unfortunately, she found out that. So after she found out, I said, fuck it. I'm going to talk the way I want. So my question is, do you, in these spaces, both of y'all, do y'all hear self-development for men to improve just being a man, or is always leading towards dating women, or, women basically talking about women?
Well, I think Kevin Samuels started off like his message, which T.I. just dropped like the interview he did with Kevin Samuels, which was really good.
Show that he started off talking to women first.
No, he started off like his message to men of like getting better so that you can get the type of woman, like, because that he only talked to men for like 3 years first. And he was like telling men to level up and like get a career and get better and dress better and work on your image and all that stuff. So I think he was one of the people who did it, but I definitely think there is the issue of like, well, I mean, maybe it's not an issue, but I do think a lot of men do it for women, but like, that's probably just biological. Just like a lot of women do the feminine journey just to get a husband or whatever, like Hanifa was just on here talking about. So I think it's kind of the same. I think a lot of it is to get a partner, to become their best self so that they can get the partner they feel like they deserve.
Actually, Kevin, even during the interview, Kevin Samuel actually started helping women. He used to help, I guess, in real life, but
yeah, he was an image consultant.
Yeah. So, right? But what do you think, Arshawn? In these spaces, do you hear Manosphere and Red Pill? Do you feel like they talk a lot about self-development, but I feel like it's always leading towards dating multiple women, or just something to lead towards women? Do you hear them talk about trying to heal within, just not because of what you can get in the out, just because you need to be better?
Yeah, it's hard because, again, the Manosphere and the Red Pill are separate. Red Pill never goes back really to self-development. Even if it's self-development, it's really not self-development. I don't even know what to call it. Like, yeah, it's just some weird like semen retention. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe there's some use to that in certain aspects, but that shouldn't be a lifestyle discipline. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shouldn't be like your guiding principle on your channel to talk about semen retention and going like 3 years semen. It's just goofy stuff. Like, there's a lot of goofy stuff in the Red Pill sector. Manosphere, yes, there's a lot of positive self-help, self-development men in the Manosphere. I know there are. I've seen them. But the issue is, and I've seen, all of us know this too, if we talked about positive stuff, if we put a positive thumbnail and a positive caption, we're going to get a lot less traffic. So because most people are after monetization, after money, after the clicks and the views, most of us are going to we're going to choose to do the things that get us the eyeballs and the money. And that's the more provocative stuff. So more people with lower character are going to slide towards fresh and fit, which makes sense. I mean, if that's what you want, if you want the money, if you want the attention, you're going to slide into a fresh and fit lane. You're going to end up Red Pill. I mean, it makes perfect sense. And you end up with more pickup artist stuff. So you end up with that in there, and it's to get women. And even the stuff that's supposedly self-help is secondhand get women. Because, hey, man, bruh, go build yourself up. Get money. And the girls will come anyway once you have money. So even still, it's just a layer underneath. It's still so you can get the women. But we're just saying, instead of fishing with a line, why not cast a net? But you have to build a net. So that's what that whole self-development thing is in the Red Pill space. Because it's easier to catch more fish if you have a net than one line. So, I mean, even still, like, there's a layer of manipulation to it. The dudes are still being used for profit. That's why I really am against Red Pill. I'm against it. I get dudes have to go through it. But I'm against the people that teach it as if it's a continuum. That's not something you should stay in. If you get hurt, you should move out of that at some point.
So, Arshon, if you believe Manosphere is helping, right? If you believe they have content helping, because I believe it's shift a little bit, right? I don't believe it's well, whatever, right? But if that's the case, right? Which I'm part of Manosphere, right? But if that's the case, why none of the top, why the black men that's leading it, none of them are married?
Because
Isn't that crazy? I mean,
it's not crazy. It's not crazy. Like, I'm not trying to be funny, but Jesus was unmarried. Like, Paul, the Apostle Paul, was unmarried. Two of the greater psychological or spiritual figures of like the last
Jesus
2,000
couldn't be married
years.
because that's that, we're his children.
But I'm just saying, two people, most Christians base their values on the Pauline doctrine, the letters from Apostle Paul. You know what I'm saying? Colossians, Ephesians, Galatians, all that good stuff. If not that, they're based on the Gospels and the accounts of Jesus, where most people get their principles and values and all that stuff. Those are typically the two places where most Christians get their values from. And those are both from two unmarried men. So what I'm saying is you can get solid doctrine and values from unmarried men.